After enduring for a whole year those Xbox 360 jump-in commercials, and then camping outside for 10 days just so you can get a spot in a line to get your hands on one of these bad boys. Well, I certainly did not do that, because what I have here is one of the later versions released, and this here is that PlayStation 3. This is a console I've had for 15 years now. This console is really beat up. Every single spot of this console is glossy, fingerprints, scratches. It gets really beat up. You basically can't breathe on it without scratching it. But what I now have here in this white box, thankfully someone resisted the urge to use this console for 15 years. And unfortunately, I do not have that sleeve because the person lost it, because I'm pretty sure the sleeve would have been pretty much similar. This is the box that began the models that fully removed the PS2 backwards compatibility. And these were the games that they were advertising at the time. Gran Turismo 5, Heavenly Sword, Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction, Warhawk, Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, and MLB 08. This is what the box looked like. The system, a controller, the power cord, the video cord, USB cable, and just like booklets. Oh ho 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 ho. Look at that. So at the bottom here, booklets and manuals. The cables. And underneath here is the controller. And the main attraction right here in the middle. Big Momma. Woo! Oh, it is heavy. Cardboard cutouts, drink trays. Oh boy. Carefully take the tape. Important message: PS3, a PS2, or a PSP, don't bring it back to the store and actually call Sony. Whoa! A sheet explaining the ESRB board, descriptions of what the ratings are talking about. Do not expose the PlayStation 3 system to dust, smoke, or steam. Make sure you clean it every once in a while. A quick reference guide that seems to be pretty thick. Safety and support booklet. I'm actually going to go through each page at the end of the video. It's missing 3 items that I received in my original PlayStation box in the back there. Little registration card here for PlayStation Underground. Here's a PlayStation 3 Play Beyond advertisement booklet. Let's see what's inside. Console release games here from Uncharted, Grand Theft Auto 4. Let's take a quick look through here. It's advertising the DualShock controller and the PlayStation Eye webcam here. The original PlayStation controllers actually did not have rumble in it. It didn't have the shock. It just had 6-axis. So that's why they were advertising that they're coming out with controllers that had 6-axis and DualShock. Very early Grand Theft Auto 4 advertisement. What does the American dream mean today? It means to own all the game consoles. Haze, Wally, Soul Calibur 4, Metal Gear Solid 4, a lot of 4s. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limits, Quake Wars, SOCOM, Little Big Planet. A highly anticipated game, and it was successful. I remember seeing this game and I totally never played it. Kind of want to play it now. Flow, PSP game that they ported on the PS3 as well. Pixel Junk Monsters, oh man. Echo Chrome, puzzle solving, Wipeout HD. This was a pretty cool racing game I played a little bit. And here is an old school advertisement for the PSP. I think this is the PSP 2000. Play Beyond. So this is a cool little advertisement book. I also received Welcome to PlayStation and PlayStation Network Blu-ray disc. Welcome to the PlayStation Network video, game trailers, Blu-ray movie trailers. So I'm probably gonna upload another video of what's in this disc, and I'll put a link in the description. It's a really fat, thick cable 3 prongs here. I've only ever seen like giant photocopiers and printers use these plugs. I'm going to keep this one sealed because I have one already opened from my older PS3. It's the original PlayStation USB cable. It has like the letter B on it, a bigger part down here, and then it gets a bit smaller with the USB symbol and then the USB head on there. The USB end over here just has a USB symbol on it. And then kids nowadays probably won't even know what this is. Audio video cable that came with the PS2. This was the generation where HDMI was becoming the next standard. You could still use it as a separate RCA audio output to a separate external speaker system. Oh boy, I do not know the last time I saw one of these brand new. Look at that, and pristine that is. Dang. Can a controller even shine? DualShock 3 6-axis controller. I think there's still juice in here? Yeah, right. 15 years. I made sure I washed my hands like crazy. I'm just doing this for the video, and then I'm throwing this back in the bag, and I ain't touching this boy again. Oh, what a pristine click. I think these are better than the PS4 joystick clicks. Somewhat of a resemblance to the original PS2 and PS1 controller. So nostalgic. Oh, these triggers are so nice. These triggers, yo, the spring in here has a lot of force in them. Yo, I have not felt a PS3 controller like this. These triggers, oh, these feel so nice. And now for the main event. Damn, look at that beauty. There's obviously some dust on there. This world ain't a dust-free world, but man, there isn't a single scratch on this thing. It is so clean. Man, I am not touching this. I am not touching this at all. This thing is staying hands-free forever. My entire life, since opening a PS3, I have not seen a spotless console till now. I'm just gonna very carefully try to pry this open without causing any damage. Dang it. Okay, there we go, there we go. Nice. We got the classic PlayStation Blue hard drive screw. Carefully slide it, pull this hard drive out. Oh, Fujitsu hard drive that came with these PlayStations. 160 gigabyte model. Pretty cool mechanism. Not only does it go in and out, it actually slides a bit to the left and right, as you can see there. Back in. So once you push it in, and then we just screw hard drive back in. Now I have to put this cover on somehow without touching it. And there we go. And now we just open it up. Oh, yeah. The vertical beauty. Look at that. The classic back with the triple stacked layer. You can totally see me in that reflection. Clean like a mirror. Wait a second, how am I supposed to turn this guy on without allowing hands to touch this beautiful beast? Lightly tap it with my pinky. Classic PlayStation logo. Controller and the USB. Automatic video settings. Time zone. January 1st, 2008. Username. Unbox burrito. Confirm settings. Connect to the PlayStation Network. Cancel internet connection. Orgasmic. System settings and system information. System version 2.45. There's something here called Folding Home. Some sort of data collection for Stanford University. This was eventually removed at some point. The default themes, you just have original and the official Airpaint theme. How many of you had this? This is a pretty cool neon looking theme. Or did you just change the colors? What classic color did you have? I'm just gonna keep original black. The original PlayStation 3 had actual PS2 hardware so that it can play PS2 games. The next few models, software emulation to run PS2 games. They end up just scrapping it entirely, stopped making the PlayStation 3 backwards compatible. Most models that people have are not the backwards compatible ones. Biggest giveaway is this. Hello, I'm a PS3 and I have this mouth flappity flap thing over here. Actually had a built-in card reader. View photos and videos stored within these flash cards. Sony's Pro Duo cards, SD cards, and then what's this? A giant compact flash. Another difference is at the bottom here, you can see that there are 4 USB controller ports. There's also more air ventilation vents in the front. Lining on the top here is actually chrome. It's a mirror finish. It later got switched to a like brushed silver look, including the bottom trim down here underneath the controller ports. Reflective chrome mirror finish versus just standard black glossy plastic, including a chrome mirror PlayStation 3 logo on the top of the PlayStation compared to just a brushed silver logo printed on the top. And even on the back, they flipped the I/O slots with the barcode serial number. And the bottom of the system where you replace the internal hard drive. And on the top, it had an extra Super Audio CD logo, which I guess died and became no longer relevant in the later models. By the way, you can turn the PlayStation logo if you put the console vertically. The earlier modeled controllers, the plastic is a bit more glossy and transparent. The later models, the plastic is more matte. The earlier controller just says 6-axis, did not have rumble in it at all. Then the later controllers had the 6-axis as well as DualShock, which has the dual rumbles in the handle. If you shine a light through the handle of the controller, you could see right through it because the plastic is semi-transparent and there's no motor to give it any rumble, while the newer DualShock 3 completely blocks the light. Let's see, what PS2 game should we test? Aw yeah, let's go with the classic GTA. It says you need to create an internal memory card, PlayStation or PlayStation 2 card, PlayStation 2 format disc, and then you just start it up, emulating PlayStation 2 software. And there you can see the PS2 disc runs perfectly fine in the PS3. And I can play using the PlayStation 3 controller. And when you press the home button, you have options like screen mode. You could zoom in to full screen it. I guess this smooths the pixels. So there, now you can see it zoomed in to fill the screen. Things are a bit stretched. It's gonna be hard to tell on the recording here, but the pixels should be a bit smoother. Well, actually, I must say the smoothing actually looks pretty good. If you have one of these, I would recommend smoothing. Well, at least with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas here, the smoothing looks a bit better. Okay, next thing, I'm just gonna quickly show what's inside this PlayStation Blu-ray disc. So it comes with this little advertisement sleeve here. Talks about online gaming, the PlayStation Store, and the PlayStation Eye webcam. And here's the disc. Welcome to the PlayStation Network. So I'm gonna pop it in and let's see what's on the disc. So the disc is called PlayStation Beyond 2. So here's the menu. So under PlayStation hardware, they have categories of PlayStation 3, what you need, visit the PlayStation Store, the PlayStation Eye, the PSP. For game trailers, there's Burnout Paradise, Buzz, Echochrome, Everyday Shooter, Eye of Judgment, Major League Baseball, Naruto, NBA 08, The Incredible Hulk, Uncharted. That's quite a bit of game trailers. And then for Blu-ray video, there's Blu-ray Educational, Interactive. So these are just trailers for movies. I'll post a link in the description linking to a separate video that just shows all of the videos on this disc. Well, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my PlayStation 3 Fat Console Edition video. If you're part of Team Gotta Have That Fat Bass, Team Stick with Thick, BBC Big Black Console, Team Bigger is Better, Team My PS is Bigger Than Your PS, Team Big Daddy. So if you're part of the team, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna end this video by just showing you those boring booklets in case you wanna see them. See ya! All the multiple languages. So we have the system documentation. Oh man, it's explaining the Xros media bar? I didn't even know that this had a name, man. Part names. Wow. They do not care to tell you all this nowadays. Differences between using standard def and an HDMI HD. You can get the component AV cable. I actually have this. Setting up the system. Setting up the audio output. 5.1 surround sound. Back then you had to do it separate. And a power button. The new consoles actually don't want you to fully power them off because they want to be able to connect to the internet to like download updates. They don't want a like hard on and off. I wasn't really gonna plan to show this book, but it's actually pretty interesting because it's explaining all the little things that like we're used to and we just take for granted now. This is basically like common sense now. Playing Blu-ray content using USB devices, media formats like video, MP4s, and pictures. Quitting a game, explaining how you can hit the PlayStation menu button, explaining how to make the internal memory cards for PS1 and PS2 games, while network settings, online gaming, and using the internet with games. Unfortunately, DLC content as well started to become a thing. So that is it, and now it just becomes French and repeats everything that I've just shown. And the last booklet is just safety and support. This is the real boring stuff. I'm just gonna show you what I think might be interesting. Look, they even tell you how to clean exterior surfaces and the vents. They're telling you how to back up your data, copy and moving it. By the way, you're supposed to clean all discs by wiping from the center and outwards, not in a circular motion, because that can increase the chances of it getting a really bad scratch. And here are some troubleshooting. Discs don't read, or you don't hear or see any picture. And here's troubleshooting if the system makes weird noises or begins to overheat. Additional information on how to pop out the hard drive bay, because this was before the days where you can just go on YouTube and search for videos showing you how to replace the hard drive. Pretty sure some people had to start by reading these books. It's even showing you how to update. It's even showing you here how to open up the PS3 controller to remove or replace the internal battery. Here's the specs of the PlayStation 3, like the type of CPU and GPU it uses, the networking cards and controller chips, and the disk drive specifications, power specifications, controller specifications. It's a lot of information that most people probably don't care about. They still gave it to you nonetheless. And the final pages here are basically just credits to all the different licensing and brands. So that's everything in this booklet. The rest are all the other languages.
You're still here? It's over. Go.